Both the St. Patrick boys and girls soccer teams raised the gold ball last night up in Jackson. Following the Class 1 state championship games, 5 more coast teams were hoping for the same result today. The 5A girls state championship game was the first match of the day up at Germantown High School. East Central battling Florence, who is making its 3rd straight appearance in the state title game. The Lady Eagles get the scoring started early. Mallory Jackson nets the opening goal in the 5th minute to put her side in front, but East Central would answer. Landry King fires a dart into the back of the goal to tie the game at 1, but the Lady Eagles would take command after that. First, it's Mary Elise Taylor who scores, then Jordan Quick comes up and beats the keeper to give Florence a 3-1 lead at the halftime break. Quick would add another goal in the second half to clinch the victory for Florence. East Central head coach Amy Richards had this to say after her team's state title game appearance.
I couldn't be more proud of our girls. They played hard, they played with heart, and sometimes it's not about winning, it's really about being the best you can be, and that's all I can ask for as a coach. We have a lot of young talent, and we're growing every day, every season, and we look forward to being back in the state championship game.
Congratulations to East Central on a great season. To the 4A boys state championship game, Bay High seeking its 4th consecutive state title as they battle New Albany at Ridgeland High School. The Bulldogs coming in with just 1 regulation loss all season. They pressured the Tigers immediately. Braden Pepperman forced to make that diving save there, and we'd head to the 13th minute of play. Freshman standout Eric Tina Yerho laces it to the threads to put the Bulldogs in front 1-0, and it stayed that way into the second half. 62nd minute of play. Check out the passing for the Bulldogs. Edwin Peraza finds Colin Nolan, freezes the keeper to double New Albany's lead. And 5 minutes later, Peraza would show off the passing skills once again. Leads Tenayerho for his 2nd goal of the day. New Albany denies Bay High of the coveted four-peat. They win the 4A state championship game 3-0. Here's Bay head coach Chris Doxey following the match.
How many teams in the state can say they've won 3 in a row and competed for a 4th? But you haven't seen the last of Bay High. We'll be back. We'll regroup. Lose 8 to 10 seniors every year, just like everybody. Just regroup, reload, and thank the district for everything that they've done for the community. This community that we have in Bay St. Louis. We'll go back tonight. We'll probably still have people there. Not a fireworks show like usual, but hats off to these guys.
The Tigers will absolutely be back. Congrats to them on making it to the state title game. Shifting gears to the 6A girls game. Long Beach looking for revenge against Saltillo after losing to the Tigers 1-0 in last year's state title contest. Pick things up in the 26th minute of play. Avery Hawley standing over a free kick. Beautiful strike on the set piece. Beats that keeper. Lady Tigers take a 1-0 advantage. Same score in the second half. Marley Levins nearly finds an equalizer. Misses just wide of the right post. And less than a minute later, Saltillo puts the game away. Jillian Huckabee fires that off the post and in to double the Lady Tigers lead. Long Beach applied a lot of pressure late in the game, but they could not find the back of the net. The Lady Bearcats come up short in the 6A state championship game. They fall 2-0 to Saltillo. St. Patrick boys and girls soccer teams captured state championships last night up in Jackson. Earlier today, we showed you highlights of East Central, Long Beach, and Bay High all coming up short. The Biloxi boys trying to capture the 7A state title against Madison Central. On the other side, the Jaguars trying to go back-to-back as state champs. Jags trying to get on the board early in this one. Dangerous pass through the box. Will Shoemake gets a touch on it. Gage Delfairs makes a diving stop to keep the game scoreless. Down the other end, the Indians would start pushing forward. Dontar McGinnis cuts back, serves the ball in, deflected by a Jaguars defender. Bray Wilson forced to come off his line to make the stop. Still no score in the second half now. Benjamin Smith passes over to Carson Pentecost, sends this one to the back of the net. Madison Central moves in front in the 48th minute of play. Fast forward to the 70th minute. Now Pentecost with the ball from the corner delivers the service headed up by a Biloxi defender. Tanner Nichols gets his head on it, beats the keeper to make it 2-0 Jaguars. They would clamp it down from there. Madison Central downs Biloxi 2-0 to go back-to-back in 7A. Here's Indians head coach Glenn Hopkins after the game.
I'm just proud of them. They're the first group to make it this far. No one even believed in them. We just got a bunch of guys that put their heart and soul in this program. And I'm going to miss them. Man, whew. But I'm proud of them.
Congratulations to Biloxi on a spectacular season. George County seeking back-to-back state titles of their own. The Rebels facing Center Hill for the second consecutive year. Last season, the Rebs downed the Mustangs 1-0 to capture the state title. Eric Duenas making sure that his side does not get shut out this year. Nets the opening goal in the 15th minute to push Center Hill in front. George County applying some pressure in the second half. Aiden Ainwalt comes off of his line to keep his side in front. We'd head to the 59th minute. Center Hill threatening. Corner kick comes in. Bo Tanner keeps it a 1-goal game with that nice save right there. One last gasp here for the Rebels. Set piece put on by Ethan Holland. Ainwalt makes the stop. Center Hill gets its revenge on George County. They blanked the Rebels 1-0. We caught up with George County head coach Tyler Williams after the game.
Oh yeah, this is a phenomenal group of guys, especially the seniors. So just through their career, it's been second round into PKs, South State into overtime, and then 2 appearances at state, 3 district championships between the crew. So just phenomenal work out of them. Super proud of the guys. We talked from the very first day that if we weren't able to win again, it would feel like a disappointment because we won last year. But that's just the new standard we're wanting to set for George County soccer and for the team moving forward.
Despite the loss, George County has certainly set a new standard for soccer up there in Lucedale.